Hi everyone, Alistair Davies here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I would like to share with you the role of the trail arm in the start of the downswing and how this can help you function better through the rest of the swing, or particularly into impact. So hopefully that's okay with you. I want to share with you the real most common things that work with most people to make them become better players. If that's okay, keep watching to find out how. But also, if you are new to the channel, please consider following or subscribing. I post videos every week, all designed to help improve your golf. So the trail arm, it's a subject area that I've been quite successful with videos on YouTube. It's a very popular subject in terms of my particular channel. But the trail arm obviously is quite a sexy thing if we do it correctly. And a lot of people, obviously moving the trail arm correctly makes you have the correct kind of lag in the downswing and correct ball striking, and also the power to basically explode and catapult the club the right way. Again, I likened it quite often to punching. You imagine if we were going to punch someone, the arm is obviously quite narrow in here, and as we go, throw, the arm stretches. So we want to go from a bent condition to a straight condition. That's absolutely correct, 100%. However, the pitfall is a lot of players, when they try and achieve lag or try and achieve this bent trail arm, do it slightly incorrectly. So the backswing becomes important. If we get the right width in our backswing, that helps us have room on the downswing to be able to do what we want. A lot of players in the backswing get too narrow. And I know I talked about the punch just now being kind of narrow to wide, but think of it in golf terms, we want to go kind of loaded. So it's not narrow or wide, it's kind of loaded. Then it will definitely, as we come down, the arm drops. It drops and widens ever so slightly. Now it does that as we turn. So it actually gets closer to the ball because we're turning, but it is actually widening. It is straightening. The key is not to get it to a straight state. So it's kind of, again, as we throw that punch, the arm as we turn is straightening. We want to hit the punch bag with a slightly bent arm. We want to hit the ball with a slightly bent arm. But if from the top of the swing, I try and hold on to that lag too much, I'm going to get myself all kind of trouble. What tends to happen then is I tend to get kind of steep and over here and narrow and very cuppy with the lead wrist as well, because there's no way otherwise I can get it narrow without a cuppy lead wrist. Not unless you've got super flexible wrists. So, top of the swing, the trail arm lowers. It definitely starts to widen. And ideally, the lead wrist starts to go in flexion and the trail wrist goes into extension as we turn and rotate. What we see with a lot of golfers, obviously, is either they get very lateral, and then if they cast and straighten the arm too early, that's definitely not what I want to see. I want to see it's a fraction of a lowering, and the lowering is the key part, I think. Let gravity take its action. Let the arm slightly widen as we turn. That is what we really want to see. Don't get in the habit of trying to overbend this right arm as we start down, narrowing it into the body too much, so then it gets kind of stuck and has to flip. Or you do it with the body and cup the wrist, which opens the face, and then from there, this is nearly always what's going to happen. We want to widen it, we want to lower it, we want to turn onto the golf ball and present sharply into the ball. That's the ideal world. So the best way of feeling it is doing what I'm just doing there, lots of rehearsals, okay? Lots and lots of rehearsals. Another way of feeling it is doing trail arm only swings. Go to the top, and you see where my elbow is here. So if I feel like just lower that, push it into my hand, and again, I've still got some bend in there, but I'm not narrowing it. Turn and present. Those kind of things are what I'd like to see you practice as best you can. Once you've got that feel, have a go hitting the ball right hand only. It's difficult, but again, you won't get into that state right hand only. Don't worry too much about the direction it goes in. After a few goes, you will get straighted generally. I hit that one a little bit off the toe of the club and it went a little bit right. But generally speaking, when I've hit a few right hand only shots, you'll tend to hit them pretty straight. It feels quite weak, it feels quite powerless, but it's actually a really good drill to feel you get a bit more width with that right arm and don't get that stuck into that kind of narrow, stuck position that we don't want to see you in. Once you've done a few shots, a few rehearsals and a few one-arm swings, try and put that into a normal swing. Okay, pretty happy with that. So again, it's all about, for me, either constant topping up feels or drills that make a difference, either one or the other. Drills that make a difference are good, but they sometimes take a lot of reps. If you can have a feel, so a practice swing feel could well be top of the swing, feel that position, work through, then go and put that into a swing straight after. Feeling wide in the arm might be a little bit dangerous for some of you as a feel, as a thought, sorry. But make sure we turn, make sure we still shift our pressure forward, and it will surely work as well. So I hope you've enjoyed that take on how the trail arm should work in the downswing. I still definitely want to see it into this bend condition as we get down to the ball. Still want to see trail hand kind of on top of the golf ball, but it's kind of, as I said to you, it's lowering, widening, getting to this position here without kind of outrunning ourselves with our body and without kind of getting too narrow and too cuppy, which causes as many issues as casting the club, for sure. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, please click like and share the video. It really helps me if you can do that. I'd also love to hear your feedback, your comments, your questions, and also requests for videos down below if you can. Lastly, thank you for joining me here today at the Forest of Arden. I hope to see you back here real soon. I post videos every week, so make sure you check them out and also click the notifications button to make sure you're updated when I'm posting videos. See you again soon.